You're invited to the 24th Annual Best Buddies International Leadership Conference at Indiana University. This year's theme is Buddies Without Borders. If you couldn't make it to the parent information night, that's okay because you'll have all the details you'll need through watching this video. Here's a picture of our group from Tennessee at the 2012 Leadership Conference. Best Buddies Tennessee opened in January 2010, and since then, there are more and more people interested in furthering the mission of Best Buddies and leading chapters each year. What is Best Buddies? Well, we match a buddy, someone who has an intellectual or developmental disability, in a meaningful one-to-one friendship with a peer buddy, someone who doesn't have a disability. We ask that each buddy pair communicates one time per week by making a phone call, sending a text or an email, and also visiting in person twice a month and doing something fun like people do with their typical friends. Each school chapter also plans a really fun group activity for everyone to attend. We do this because everyone needs a buddy. Everyone deserves to experience friendship. Where can you find Best Buddies? We have Best Buddies in middle schools, high schools, colleges, and we also work with adults in the community. In Tennessee, we have 2 offices, one in Nashville, which as I mentioned opened in January 2010, and we opened an additional office in February 2013 in Memphis. Best Buddies is not only in Tennessee, but it exists all over the world. We have Best Buddies programs in at least 50 other countries and on 6 continents worldwide. The organization was founded by Anthony Kennedy Shriver in 1989. He started the very first Best Buddies chapter at his college at Georgetown University, and since then it's become an international organization. When you join us for the International Leadership Conference, you'll get to meet Anthony Shriver and hear all about why what you're doing is so important and how you can make a change in your school and in the community. The purpose of the Leadership Conference is to learn how to lead a Best Buddies chapter at your school. You'll learn how to advocate for yourself and others with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and you'll network with Best Buddies participants from all over the world. All of our student leaders, ambassadors, and volunteers will be traveling by bus from our office in Brentwood to Indiana University. On Friday, July 19th, we'll meet at the Best Buddies office, 116 Wilson Pike Circle, Brentwood, Tennessee, at 9 a.m., and the bus will depart at 9:30 a.m., so we ask that you will be on time. The bus will arrive at Indiana University at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so we'll lose an hour since we changed time zones. On Monday, July 22nd, we'll depart at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have everyone eat lunch beforehand, and we'll arrive at the Best Buddies office at around 4:30 p.m. Central Time, but we'll call parents to keep you posted on traffic updates. These are your bus leaders, Margaret Marchetti and Ashley Webb. Margaret is the Adult Friendship Program Manager, and Ashley is our Operations Coordinator. The rest of our staff will be at the conference ready for you to arrive. These 2 will be riding the bus with you. So you can refer to the contact sheet attached to the email and look for these phone numbers. Feel free to call their cell at any time if you have any questions on the way to the office or on the way back from the conference. You'll arrive at the beautiful campus, Indiana University, and you'll be staying in the dorm rooms. One of the main dorm rooms is the McNutt Residence Hall, and this is pictured here. When you arrive on campus, you'll receive a room key, your room assignment, and you'll find out who your roommate will be for the weekend. In the dorms, they provide sheets, a pillow and pillowcase, and 2 towels. And of course, you'll be eating in the cafeterias and dining halls on campus. Here's a suggested packing list. which can also be found in the Leadership Conference information packet attached to this email. You might want to bring a blanket because it does tend to get very cold in the dorm rooms. There are blankets available on campus upon request, but they are first come, first serve. Please bring any medications you need. Shower shoes I would definitely recommend since we are on a college campus. You might want to bring a bathrobe just in case you're walking through the hall and want to get changed in your dorm room instead of the bathroom. You could bring an alarm clock or maybe even use your cell phone as an alarm clock. You might choose to bring extra towels. As I mentioned before, there are 2 towels provided for you. Washcloths, 3 days worth of clothing. Toiletries are a must. A sweatshirt or a sweater might be a good idea to bring because even though it's really hot outside, it gets really cold in the classrooms. You might want to bring tennis shoes as well because we do a lot of walking around campus. It is a very large campus. If you choose to swim at the swim party, you might want to bring a bathing suit, and of course this is optional. Notebooks and pens are a great idea to take some notes. An umbrella or a raincoat might be helpful just in case of inclement weather. Cell phone and charger, please, please, please bring this. We might need to be able to get a hold of you at some point during the day, or you might need to get a hold of us as staff. If you have any Best Buddies apparel, please bring that as well. And if you don't, you can bring extra money and use it to buy Best Buddies merchandise on campus. You'll also need extra money for the bus ride there because we'll be stopping halfway through at a fast food restaurant for lunch. You may choose to bring snacks because they're very long days and there are snacks provided, but in case you get hungry. A water bottle, and a camera to keep those memories lasting. There is a communication hub in the McNutt Residence Center, which you can access at any time. You can call the LC hotline number, Leadership Conference, at 1-866-308-9191, and this number can be called at any time. We have staff members on each dorm floor, and they are always available for students when they're needed. You can find this hotline number as well as all of our staff contact information and the contact information for other participants who are attending the conference on the contact sheet, which is also attached to the email. There is a nurse's station available in case you get sick or if you need help with your medications. And also, please visit bestbuddiesleadershipconference.org during the conference because we'll be live streaming the opening ceremonies, closing ceremonies, and some of the education sessions. You can also find more information about this in the Leadership Conference e-newsletters that are sent out to you. On Friday, July 19th, as mentioned previously, you'll check in, we'll eat dinner, and then we'll have a state meeting for all of our participants. After that, we'll go to the opening ceremonies and we'll get to hear the founder, Anthony Kennedy Shriver, speak, as well as some amazing performances. We'll also announce the Outstanding Chapter Awards for each state and the overall outstanding chapters. Here are some pictures from last year's opening ceremonies. On Saturday, July 20th, we'll have leadership development classes and roundtable sessions with global leaders making new friends from around the world. We'll have public speaking workshops for our ambassadors, and you can choose to go to a pool party, karaoke, or a movie screening in the evening. On Sunday, July 21st, we'll have more education sessions and then closing ceremonies. If you're wondering what this picture is about, we have a staff performance each year, and we changed the lyrics to a well-known song. Moves Like Jagger, we changed to Moves Like Shriver, and we had a really fun performance. This year we'll have something really cool in store for you. There will also be some other performances during closing ceremonies. And following that, you'll have the option to go to a dance, bowling, or you could play pool. Here's closing ceremonies from last year. On Monday, July 22nd, you'll say goodbye to your friends, new and old. We'll have a wrap-up state meeting to reflect on the weekend. You'll all get packed, we'll have lunch on campus, and then head out and take the bus back to Brentwood. There are some rules that we ask that everyone follow. All students are required to stay on campus at all times. All students are prohibited from the use of alcohol or any drugs. Students under the legal age of 18 are prohibited from using tobacco products. Students are prohibited from visiting the opposite gender specific halls, rooms, and floors at all times. Students are required to attend all sessions unless excused by a Best Buddies staff member. All students are expected to arrive to sessions on time. And cell phone ringers must be turned off during the sessions. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact Kristen Starcher, Program Supervisor for Best Buddies Tennessee, at kristenstarcher@bestbuddies.org. Thank you, and can't wait to see you at the conference.